Hello, this is John Smallwood. Welcome you to Navigating the Client Portal. Today we're going to be spending some time on the Wealth Access platform. The Wealth Access platform is a blueprint that we think is so important, and a balance sheet to really get a complete snapshot of all of your financial assets that you own. It's a place where we think you'll spend a lot of time because it really gives you a big picture of your assets, your liabilities, your cash flows, your spending habits. Probably one of the most important parts of this entire client portal is this section. Again, financial success really comes from understanding all of the variables that are in your plan, and understanding the financial pressures, as we always discuss, is really important. This tool is going to enable you to see these, spot them, and I think have a lot more insight as to what's happening. So once you come into the client portal, we hit the overview tab. I want you to navigate over to the tools section, and then you come to the wealth access section, and what you're going to see is the balance sheet is going to populate. Initially, it's populated with the accounts that you have with us. And a quick overview here is you're going to see the type of account that it is. You've got your assets and your liabilities. And then what you're seeing down here is the account and its changing that's going on. And what you can see is each day by the total net worth, what's happening. You can also select it so if you had more than one account in here, you can see what's going on within each account and what the biggest changes are. Again, this is dummy data, so you're not seeing 100% of everything that's going on, but here's a good day. You can see what happened in the portfolio, were the 5 biggest changes, what was the one-day price move, etc. Now, here, if you click through to the brokerage, you're going to see, well, that's the individual account. Last was updated on 7/23. Updates about 10 a.m. each morning. You can see where it's custodied. Okay. Again, really important. So what I want you to do here is step 1 is to come to Manage Accounts. And what we'd like you to do is click the Add Accounts button, and up will come a window which allows you to link your accounts that are accessible online. This is something where this is a service that accesses about 20,000 different online institutions to grab money from different sources. You can simply come in here, and let's just say you bank at Bank of America. You type in Bank of America, and it's looking for that, and you see, oh, this is my site. I can come here, click that, plug in my credentials, and it'll bring in those values every single night. If you have a checking account there, it'll bring all your transactions in. If you have a credit card, it'll bring in all of your transactions. We also have the ability to manually enter data. And you can put in real estate, private investments, personal property, other types of accounts that you can add, by manually bringing them in. But one of the things that's really interesting is, let's say you want to enter some real estate. You can name it. As you type in the address, you can, let's call this Main Street, right? We'll just call it Main. And you start to put in 1, 2, 3, Main Street, Bradley Beach, whatever it is, and then once you do that, you can use the Zillow Zestimate to calculate what the house is worth, and it'll fill in that balance, and you can select, it's a primary, secondary, it's an investment property, wholly owned or partially owned. So if you own a investment property that's partially owned with a couple partners, you can put in the values and put in notes there so it knows that. And then what it does is it will, add all these things. So when you come back in here, all of this would be here, and you'd see the assets and you'd see the liabilities, and you could see it by category. And then if the cash flows were live in this, you could add your cash flows, and then it'll start to classify them, and you can review all of your transactions across everything. You could see charts, you could see historical values of what's going on, spending details, income details, quite a very in-depth look at what's going on. You can also select filters, and those filters you can, let's say you want to look at just one property by itself. So you have a investment property that has a checking account where the rents are, and that's where all the expenses come out, and there's a mortgage. All of those things, you can look at it just that by itself, or you want to look at everything that's in a trust, or you want to look at everything that's just, I just want to understand, spending on my American Express card, etc. In here, you can actually bring in, mint.com transactions, etc. You can grant permissions to outside advisors if you wanted to provide, your attorney with information, etc. There's a help button here. You can contact support. You can verify things. The support team is very, very helpful. You can also print different reports, and when you print those different reports, it'll come up with a template. You can create the way you want to look at it. We also have some preset ones that will create a personal financial statement. It'll keep track of what you've printed and get a very good understanding of what's happening in your account. So this is really important. Steps that I'd like you to do is come in, go to manage accounts, add accounts, and start aggregating your outside assets or manually entering them. If you need assistance with this, we can help you. Please give us a call. But this is a very, very important tool that we would like everybody to use. Questions, give us a call at 732-542-1565. Again, if you want to set up a meeting to review this, click to schedule the appointment, schedule a catch-up call or a planning session or review, and we'll get to this. Talk to you soon. Thank you for listening.